Hey, welcome back to Ray's Toys and Collectibles. Today we're taking a look at the Hammond Collection Sinoceratops. This is the last figure from the new Away from the Hammond Collection by Mattel. And this is the only dinosaur from any of the movies. The other three are not from any of the movies or the books, so it's kind of strange that we only get one from the movie. I think if there's a way for 4 figures, it would be nice. It were at least 2 out of 4 that were from the movies, but oh well. Let's take a look at this figure. So, taking a quick look at the box, you can see the front, nice picture of the animal. Side, Hammond Collection logo, John Hammond in amber. And a very dark picture of the animal trying to lick Owen's face. Yeah, it's a very dark picture. I don't know why they can't make this a little lighter. And we'll get more into this a little later. The top, that looks so nice. And the back, yeah, just has a few pictures of the animal. And yeah, I'm not too fond of these boxes. I'm pretty sure Mattel thinks they look premium with all the black, but some color wouldn't hurt. I mean, a large big logo on the front would be nice. Jurassic Park logo, Jurassic World logo. Some extra color would be nice. And I don't know what it is with this box, but yeah, the cardboard doesn't feel the best. So yeah, good luck getting a nice box from Amazon or anywhere else. I got my entire way from Smith's Toys, and yeah, they came in pretty good shape. So. And here we have the Sinoceratops out of the packaging, and it looks great. The tail just plugs in, unlike the other ones in this wave. The tail still has the pack, and you just yeah, put it into the hole in the back of the creature. And yeah, you have to put some force into it. And I noticed this on a boat of mine. Yes, I bought 2 of these. That you have to put some force into it to get it to click into place, but once you have that done, yeah, it stays in place pretty firmly. Then there are 2 big issues with this figure, and one of them I'll get into right now. The joints are really tight. They feel like they are ratcheted, which is a good thing, but when you get them out of the packaging, and I had this problem with yeah, both of my figures, the joints are super stiff and they won't move. And you can force them, but you might break the pegs. So yeah, I advise against that. So if the problem that I had with 2 of mine, yeah, I would advise taking a hairdryer and just heating up the joints until they loosen up. And yeah, I've had this problem before with some action figures, but it's mostly just one joint that won't budge. But yeah, I pretty much had the problem with all of the leg joints on this figure. So all the knees or elbows, yeah, the ankles, they all had that issue. So yeah, I spent a good 30 or 40 minutes per figure to loosen them all up to a point where I felt comfortable moving the joints. So yeah, that's not a good thing. I think that's pretty much a QC issue. I think Mattel and other companies, when they pack a figure, they should make sure that the joints are loose enough, just yeah, so you can get it out of the box and to move it without breaking a figure, because that's not good. So yeah, that's the first negative I have. The second negative is also when it comes to the articulation of the figure. Just like the Dryosaurus, this one does not have a movable jaw. It has a removable jaw, so you have a swappable piece, and I'm not a fan of that. And here we have the animal up close and personal, and I think the sculpt is really good on this one. I think if it weren't for the issues that it has with the articulation and the missing articulation in the jaw, because it's a swappable piece, I think this might have well been the best figure in the Hammond Collection series, at least sculpt wise, because just look at it, it looks great. And yeah, this is probably inaccurate, because I'm pretty much established now that these holes were probably covered with skin, but yeah, it still looks really, really good. And what's nice is that this creature, the skin is not smooth, it has bumps, creases everywhere. And yeah, I think that's really nice, and did good job hiding the joints here. Sculpt wise, this figure is really, really great. Outstanding even. So yeah, Mattel did a really good job there. Just looking at the figure, look at that detail. It's really, really nice. And just, yes, this thing that I don't like, and I hope they really, really stop it. Jaws should be articulated and not be a swappable piece. What is nice is that the horn is also a swappable piece, and that I do like. You can go from a broken horn to an unbroken one, and that's cool. They should have done this with the Stegosaurus as well, with the Tecomyces. Just include a couple ones that are broken, a couple that are unbroken, maybe have some damage on it, blood maybe from a fight. That sort of thing is really cool to include, but yeah, you should never replace articulation with a swap out part. That's rubbish. So articulation, the head can go up, can go down a fair bit, turn, go side to side, also a nice amount. The legs can go out tightly and squeakily, forward and back still pretty tight. Turn here, then joint here, and you can hear it click. And yeah, it's very tight still, but yeah. And turn here, up and down, and also slight pivot here. The back leg has pretty much the same articulation. In, out. Also the knee, turn, and then the foot again, up, down, rotate, pivot, and then the tail, rotate, side to side, up, down, and it has the bendable wire here. But yeah, it seems to be a little different than the other Hammond Collection figures, because it feels really, really hard here. So you have to put some force into it to move it. I don't know if that's a good thing. Yeah, to be honest, the tail isn't really, really that long, so when it comes to bending, you won't get a lot. But it feels a little weird. It almost feels like there's some sort of joint system in there. So yeah. Swapping out the parts is pretty easy. Just grab the horn, twist it, and it will come off. And it's kind of like a ball joint, so yeah, that's not too difficult to do. And then you just go and insert this one, and it will go right in, and the jaw, just put your fingers in here and pull it off. The first time you do this is a little difficult, but once you've done it a couple times, it gets easier. And that's also a thing you need to be aware of. If you look at the parts here, you can see that on one of them the peg is going straight up, another one it's going down diagonally, and that's what you need. So if you get this figure, yeah, check the box and make sure you have the right piece next to the figure in the tray, because yeah, I had the wrong piece. I had to order another one because Mattel doesn't offer any new parts, so I just had to order another one and get the jaw out of that package and return it, which was yeah, a little bit of a bummer. So yeah, could have prevented crap like this if they just put a normal jaw in there with a joint. So yeah, Very strange, Mattel. And then just left with this hole, and you just plug the other jaw piece in there. So pretty easy. And here are the two Sinoceratops that I have, and you can see the difference here. I've got one on the left with a broken horn and the jaw open, and the right has a regular horn and the jaw closed. And here, just to show you how well articulated this figure is. That looks really good. And here we have the Sinoceratops with the others in the wave, and Hammond Collection Owen. And yeah, you can see that compared to the other figures, it's a little bit smaller than you'd probably expect. The figure is 28 centimeters or 11 inches, and yeah, compared to Owen, yeah, the creature in the movie was way bigger than this one. I think if they wanted to match this figure with the on-screen counterpart, it probably would have need to be 3 inches longer, taller, wider. So yeah, it's a shame they went for the actual animal size this time. That according to fossil remains. So that's a weird choice, because if you look at the other figures in this wave, the Mosasaurus to the left and to the right the Dryosaurus, they're pretty much the size that they should be. And then if you look at the Ornitholestes to the right, he's way too big. He's not in the Jurassic World movies, so they picked this species just because I liked it, and yeah, they blew him out of proportion. So I think Mattel has an issue when it comes to articulation and consistency overall, because yeah, if you're making an animal and it's not based on any of the movies, they should stick to the actual size that the animal has in real life. From this wave, I think the Sinoceratops still wins, even with the issue with the joints once you have them loose. It's a really good figure. The jaw, yeah, that's rubbish. They need to stop that right now. If it had an articulated jaw and it didn't have the issue with the articulation, probably would have been a 10. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this figure a 9 out of 10. Still my favorite figure of this wave. Is it the best figure from the wave if you look at articulation and stuff like that? I'd probably give it to the Mosasaurus. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Please stay tuned for more. This is Ray from Ray's Toys and Collectibles. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and yeah, liking this video will help me a lot. So please take the time to hit that button. I thank you again. Until next time. Bye bye.